Sometimes it is the simplest, quietest actions performed with pure intent that unlock the gates of paradise for us. A single moment of heartfelt sincerity can eclipse a lifetime filled with distractions, and even the most unassuming act can significantly alter our fate on the Day of Judgment. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. How are you today? Welcome to the Path of Peace. This evening, I invite you to ponder a profound hadith that has been recounted in various forms across Islamic literature, all converging on one pivotal truth. Even the smallest deed, when performed with the pure intention of pleasing Allah, can serve as the key to one's entry into Jannah, paradise. The greatness of an action lies not in its magnitude but in the sincerity that underpins it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, warned us that some individuals will arrive on the Day of Judgment boasting an abundance of good deeds. Yet due to their insincere intentions, those deeds will dissolve into nothingness. Conversely, there will be those who present only a handful of righteous acts. Yet one sincere gesture will be magnified and revered by Allah as if it were a mountain of merit. Among the most poignant examples is the story of a woman who committed a grave sin, yet through a single act of compassion giving water to a thirsty dog she earned Allah's mercy and was welcomed into paradise. Another narration tells of a man who performed a similar kind act. These stories remind us of the balance needed. We must remain mindful of our minor misdeeds and never underestimate the impact of simple yet sincere good actions. A seemingly insignificant deed, when performed with a pure heart, can overshadow grander actions tainted by arrogance. One particularly striking hadith found in Sahih Bukhari recounts an incident where the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, observed a man walking in paradise simply because he removed a harmful object from the road. This man had no remarkable achievements. He wasn't engaged in sin, but he did not possess a wealth of notable good deeds either. Yet he carried out one humble act. He cleared a painful thorn from the path to spare others from injury. Allah cherished this act of kindness. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, stated, Allah expressed gratitude to this individual and permitted him to enter Jannah. What a remarkable illustration of divine gratitude. The Creator of the universe, who needs nothing from us, thanked a servant for a small yet significant act done solely for his sake. This showcases a generosity and grace beyond human comprehension. This hadith imparts powerful lessons on redemption and sincerity. A person may feel insignificant or powerless, yet with one sincere act presented to Allah, they could pave their way into paradise. It also imparts the concept of sincerity. A small deed offered solely for Allah's pleasure can grow into something extraordinary. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, described faith as having over 70 branches, with the highest being the declaration of faith and the lowest being the act of removing something harmful from the road. This individual engaged in the least of these branches of faith, and Allah elevated him to the highest station. If removing a thorny branch earned this man entry into paradise, consider the merits of those who strive to eradicate more substantial harms from society. What of those who mend broken relationships, help those in despair, alleviate the hunger of the needy, forgive debts, or provide solace to the grieving? The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, emphasized that a true believer continuously seeks to alleviate hardship in the lives of others, and the rewards for such acts are immeasurable. Today, we navigate a world filled with emotional turmoil, social discord, and fractured communities. The weight of these burdens is often heavier than a mere thorn in the road. When someone quietly heals another's pain, restores a fractured relationship, upholds someone's dignity, or lightens their suffering for Allah's sake, imagine the immense reward awaiting them. Perhaps that act of genuine compassion becomes their passage into Jannah. Allah is appreciative of even the smallest act when done for His sake. He is known as Ash-Shaker, the one who magnifies minor efforts and showers His mercy upon those who demonstrate sincerity. Our acts of righteousness do not benefit Allah, nor do our sins harm Him. Nonetheless, His boundless love and mercy envelop sincere servants, turning their modest offerings into immense rewards. Take a moment to reflect. What obstacles have you removed from the paths of others? How have you lightened someone's burden? What kindness have you extended in private, unseen by others? The hadith regarding the branches of faith reminds us that virtuous deeds exist across various levels, and Allah has opened innumerable avenues for us to ascend. Having status or a lengthy list of achievements is not a prerequisite for being cherished by Allah. What truly matters is sincerity, a heart that responds to suffering, a soul that acts in times of trouble, and a spirit that seeks Allah's pleasure in every endeavor. When we contemplate how best to serve the world, we may envision grand displays of charity, efforts to transform society, or extraordinary acts of heroism. Yet sometimes the deeds that lead us to salvation are the humblest of actions. It could be a quiet moment of kindness that goes unnoticed, an apology offered, forgiveness granted, or a uplifting word shared with someone who feels invisible. It could even be a heartfelt supplication made for someone unaware of your care. Much like Allah may accept a solitary prostration from your prayers, a single night of worship whispered in sincerity, or a single tear shed out of reverence for Him, He has the power to accept one small act from your lifetime and transform it into the reason for your eternal salvation. We may never know which of our deeds Allah will accept. The whispers of Shaitan may infiltrate our intentions, igniting pride in our charitable acts or sowing seeds of laziness in our worship. Therefore, a true believer remains steadfast, continually renewing their intentions, persistently pursuing sincerity and continually performing acts of goodness, even the smallest ones. Cultivate goodness as your character. Make kindness your instinct. Establish mercy as your habit. Move through life prepared to lift a burden, to brighten someone's day, and to ease the journey of those around you, because you never know when Allah may choose to elevate you. If the lowest form of faith, removing a thorn from the road, granted one man entry into eternal paradise, how magnificent will be the reward for those who alleviate spiritual, emotional, social, or familial harm? Their rewards are beyond imagination. The man who entered paradise did so because he helped others navigate their worldly paths with ease. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, articulated this beautifully. Whoever alleviates the hardship of a believer, Allah will alleviate his hardships on the Day of Judgment. He further emphasized, whoever conceals the faults of others, Allah will conceal their faults, and whoever helps his brother, Allah will assist him. For every act of mercy there is reciprocity, a balance of ease. A man removed a hazard from the road, and in return Allah dispelled all dangers from his eternity. This is the essence of Allah's generosity. Let us take time to reflect on this hadith. Contemplate the power contained in one sincere deed, and the limitless mercy of the one who transforms our humble kindnesses into mountains of reward. May Allah inspire us to be individuals who remove obstacles from the paths of others and shield us from becoming a source of pain for anyone. May He accept even the smallest deeds we perform for His sake and use them as our gateway to Jannah. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive updates on more Islamic content. Please like, share, and comment to support our work and help spread this important message.